Virginia. Yeah, you can call me whatever you like.
Well,
Well, yeah, I know. You can still call me Verge though, because Kathy King, from the cabin calls me Verge. Hey, there's Annie. I always tell them
yeah.
I've got them on mute until like you are finished, and then they can ask questions
Okay.
because they tend to be chatty and not really, but
Well, I tend to be chatty, so I mean, hey, what are you gonna?
I know. Chatty Kathy,
I
Mary.
can be a little too chatty at times.
That's
I
why we
used to
like
get
each other.
I used to get in trouble in school from being too chatty, right?
Yep, 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 yep.
You remember this.
Yes, and
So
singing in the
while I was
quad.
waiting,
Yes. Hi,
yes,
Mary.
yes.
This is my guest,
Hi,
Mary,
Verge.
and that's Annie
Hi, everyone.
and everyone. They're like,
So what what are we going to talk about here
oh,
today,
okay.
Virginia?
So, who or what inspired you to do the art you do now?
Oh, who or what?
When you were younger, when you saw somebody that had art that was cool, or was it?
Well, when I was very, very small, my grandmother, Emily Canode, who used to bake cookies and make doll clothes, she also taught me how to draw a cat on a fence. And that was the very first thing she taught me to draw. I can draw it for you if you want. It's very simple. Or you can ask me more questions, but it was definitely my grandmother. She always was very encouraging of me and wanted me to, draw all the time. And I drew so much, and she kept my drawings for many years, and
Awesome.
I got them actually.
No, I want to
So,
know how
yeah.
to draw a
So,
cat on a fence. And Janet loves to draw cats and dogs, don't you, Janet? You have to unmute yourself.
you want to know how to do that? Okay. Well, let me see. I'm going to use a Sharpie because it'll show up better. And let me fiddle with my camera a little bit, and maybe we can I can have you. Oops.
Watch.
I don't want my camera to fall. That would be most unfortunate. Okay, let's see. Okay. So what my grandma had me doing was, let's see. This is always interesting to do things on Zoom because everything is backwards and upside down.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
So the first thing she always had me do was draw the cat, you know? And it would basically be like, obviously cats have quite the ears. So that's what I got so far. So I would do the ears, and then I would do like, a head, and then I would do a body and a tail like this, right? And then like the cat's on the fence, so you're going to see the fence behind him. Here's the fence lines going this way like this, right? And then we can go like that. Those are the fence boards. And the cat, he's sitting on this post, on this what they call a rail on top of the fence like this. So that was the first thing I ever drew in my life was a cat on the fence. Let me give him eyes because he can't see without any eyes. That that's really a bummer. So there's a cat on a fence. He's smiling because it's a lovely, beautiful day. Yeah, and the
That's
sun is shining up here.
as it
So
is.
that's the first thing I ever drew was that cat on the fence like that. And
I
it's
love
really
it.
really simple. Anyone can draw it. And that was Emily Canote's introduction to art. My
That's
grandmother, Emily
that's
Canote.
that's awesome to have a grandma that does stuff like that and
Yeah,
encourages you to just get it go, just do it. I think not a lot of
yeah,
kids these days have that encouragement. I think that's why I like doing what I do. But thank you
yes,
for your cat on the fence.
yes. I
That's
feel incredibly lucky for having the grandma that I did.
absolutely,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Um, have you had have you always done this type of art, just drawing, or do you do different types of drawings or painting or?
Oh, I do all kinds of weirdness. I do all kinds of drawing and painting, and I put things together. I do drawing and then I write words and I put like, letters and pieces out of a that right there is a piece of a magazine. It's like a collage. There's a stamp that I made down there. Um let's see, I'll show you another one as well. And then there's this exercise that I really love called it's the I am exercise. And I also, I made a face and I write things and whatnot.
So it's like
Uh,
it's like an artistic journal
this
with your,
this
yeah.
particular thing is an artistic journal. Here's another one that I really, really love.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
it says, stay true to your inner child. And that I cut that child out of a magazine. And then, so what I start with usually is I start with, I just had that thing, darn it, hold on. I start with a background. So here, like I always have these backgrounds, and I paint these backgrounds a long time in advance. I don't know if you can see kind of
Yeah.
the backgrounds. And I paint them a long time in advance, and sometimes they stay on this drawing board for a long time. And I just
Uh-oh.
across, and I don't try to make it be anything. I just make a swath of color, and I don't get worked up about what it's going to be or anything, and then I just leave it for a while. And then later on I'll come in and I'll start putting in, the pieces from the magazine or whatever words I'm going to put on there. And it turns out to be what it is. And I try
Yeah.
not to worry too much about how good it is. It's really, for me, art is about the process and how much fun I'm having.
Yeah, it's the journey, I
So
think, isn't it? Yeah. It's the
it
process.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's your favorite type of activity that's art related? It doesn't have to be drawing or anything. What would to kind of calm you and get you in the chill mood? What kind of thing do you
Well,
do?
actually, one of the things that I've been doing lately to get myself like in a state of where I can make art is I like to actually do a meditation. I do a short meditation. Now, I didn't always do that. Sometimes I just drew or whatever, but I've become gotten into meditation, and I do a short meditation before I sit down to make art. Um, the other thing that I'll do sometimes is sometimes I'll it depends on how I feel, but sometimes I'll just grab an instrument and I'll start to play my ukulele.
Oh, yay, I love it. All right.
Just what- whatever kind of a thing. And I also, as you know, play the guitar. And sometimes I play that. I just do different things. Um, it just really depends on the day, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now, Annie here with the cap on, she's been doing jewelry, like long strings of different beads that she's going to hang out or she's going to give to somebody, and she
Oh,
does
beautiful.
those to use, to give away. But she's doing some stuff at home with her stuff, and then Janet, you do kind of crazy drawings. I love her cats and her dogs, and Janet Janet has like
Oh.
this really big diverse thing about cats and dogs playing cards. Janet, show her one of your cards.
Oh, I love that. That's so fabulous.
Janet,
Well,
show her
both
one
of you
of your
ladies, I love the beads as well. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep making art.
Yes.
Yes, it's really wonderful to see people making things, because I think making things makes it a better world. Because people who don't make things, they're just kind of boring, I think.
Where?
You know? Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
I was just talking to somebody yesterday about that. Yeah. If you guys want to unmute yourself, you can. Have you ever
Yeah.
shown a piece of artwork in a gallery? And if so, how much was it? Or was it like just something that you wanted to sell for
I've
a
done a
bigger
couple of
price?
shows. Yeah. I've done a couple of shows. And I did have prices on things. I have sold a couple of pieces. I try not to do too much. I don't sell a lot of stuff. I don't, because I make art for my own amusement. But when I was in art school back in the 1980s, I had a big show at the end of my schooling, and that was with ceramic sculpture. I don't do ceramic sculpture anymore because I don't have a kiln. Um, but if I did, I would. But the last show I was in was at an art journaling group that I was in, and they just had like a day where everyone came in, they brought their stuff, and they sold stuff. They hung an area. Each person had an area of the wall, and they hung like 10 small pieces. And I sold something for $25. So
Oh,
oh,
that's
that's
nice.
cool.
Here, Janet, bring that back up. Stop for a minute and show it.
You can unmute yourself, Janet.
Janet, you need to unmute yourself, buddy. Can you unmute yourself? I think I made it okay for them to do.
There you go. She almost got
Okay,
it.
there you
There you
go.
go. Now talk.
Now I am.
Okay, there you are.
There
Okay,
you
here it is. Let me get my hands in it.
I
Oh,
love it.
right. Oh
I
my!
love it.
Put it down a little bit. There you go. It's just
That's fabulous.
yeah. And
Oh, that's fabulous.
I mean, Annie has work that she does that I save around
Oh,
here. And yeah, exactly. Thank you.
that's fabulous
Isn't that wonderful?
too. Wow, I love this. How do I get involved with your friends here, Verge? I really like this. These people who make art.
Oh, look at it's a bird.
Great.
It's a
Yeah, there's
bird.
a bird.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
Little yellow house. I like it.
A bird with a bird on it. With a
Oh, a bird. Oh, it's a birdhouse. Well, maybe.
oh,
Yeah, nice.
dang, Janet. You know,
If I was a bird, I'd live there.
me too. This looks very posh.
Yeah.
And I did a flower too. Virginia, I
Yes.
did a flower.
Wow. Oh my God, it's got a
Nice.
face.
It does.
It looks
Yes,
like a yeah. It's a dandelion. Har.
Nice.
You like that one, Virginia?
Yeah, I love it. So, Mary, what did you do the art? No, let me rephrase. Did the art you do during COVID change at all? Except like for the normal stuff that you were doing before?
Well, I
Regular stuff.
actually this board right here has, and I started some of these, but I didn't finish them. But I actually painted a COVID
Oh, yeah, I see it.
a COVID cell.
Germ, yes.
And then there's another one that has a bunch of COVID
Oh,
cells
yes.
right there. But that was the only thing that I did, and then I realized that maybe I was bumming myself out and I didn't want to be depressed about it. So I decided to just make the art that I normally make. The only difference now from before and COVID is I probably actually make more art now, which is great. Although I did also make a lot of art when I was working at a school as a substitute teacher. I also made art. But I make more art now and I play more music now, which is great because I have more time to do that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you know, when we're at home and we find ourselves with all this time, I noticed I was like all these ideas, and then pretty soon I started thinking, wow, this is going on for a little bit longer. So I started to put chunks of what I would do. Like I'd finish this project and I'd start this project. And I'm actually finding that I'm finishing my projects instead of starting new ones.
Oh,
I know.
send me
hard.
some of that energy because I don't always finish mine.
Well, no, it's like what you were just showing me, this board of stuff. And I've got the same thing. Boards of starts that I, are trying to figure out which way it goes. This one,
Right.
birds but these were
Nice.
done, like the backgrounds were done before so that you
Right.
can, and if it's watercolor, you really have to do that. You got to
Yeah.
kind of think in advance. But yeah, I think it's amazing what we do and what
Yes.
they do. And so with your art, do you think, is there something you want to accomplish at all with it? Or just, is there a statement there that you want to say? I don't like artist statements per se, but if there's something that you wanted to say about your art, like just do it for fun, or is there a philosophy behind it?
I'm just going to repeat what I said earlier, and my deal is, when I was younger, I wanted to make some profound things that were politically, showing all this stuff and whatever. And as I've got older, I've just realized that just doing art for art's sake, because I like it, because it's fun, and because it feeds my soul, is the reason why I make art. If somebody else likes it, that's fabulous. If they don't, I'm really not looking outside myself for any sort of you know I don't really care whether anybody likes it or not. Now, that's not to say that I don't enjoy it when people say, "Hey, that's great." I like that. But it's mostly for me and just for my own amusement. And it's I mean, I hope people like it, you know but I'm not gonna like change what I'm doing so that people will like it. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right.
Like, I do whatever I do uh for me.
Yeah,
So
because
that,
you want to do it.
yeah. So I mean, so yeah, not really so much. I mean, like I said, when I was younger, I wanted to make profound statements, and now I'm older, and I like to go out in the garden and look at flowers, and that's flowers and plants are very profound statements in themselves. And
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
the creator who creates all of our world and our nature is the best artist of them all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody agreed on that? Shake your head.
Yeah.
Oh, some of you got unmuted. If you guys have any questions for my friend Mary, this is Mary Canote. It's Robin and Karen and Amber and Liz and Annie and Janet and Virginia.
Yes, Mom.
And Margot in the background.
I want to show you
Yeah,
something.
and Richard.
And Richard. Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Janet.
I want to show you something I did today. It's a cat sausage and it's an animal.
A
Oh,
sausage.
that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love its tail. It's like a
See,
some
oh,
kind
that
of-
is fabulous.
Oh.
I love the face. The face
It's a
is
cat.
it
fabulous.
is a cat. It's
In the tail.
fabulous.
It is.
That's awesome. Thank you, Janet.
Spectacular.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Janet.
Robin, you have
Great.
to unmute yourself.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
She's unmuted. We can hear her.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Mary.
Yes.
I'm Robin. I'm Virginia's friend as well. And
Hi, Robin.
I wanted to know how you became as an artist.
Well, I think I was born an artist. I think my grandmother just, she taught me to make that cat on the fence. I think she saw something in me, and she she nurtured it. She, she kind of gave it fertilizer, kind of like you would if you were fertilizing a plant or whatever. And she told, said, here, this is a way you might amuse yourself, child. Because, as a little child, I'm running around, and she probably needed to do whatever because she was an adult. And so she thought, I'm going to teach this child to draw. So I think I kind of was there already. And I think most people are artists. And I think what happens sometimes as we grow older is I think, some teachers and some people will tell us, oh, you can't, oh, that's not good, and everything like that. And I really dislike when people say that, because I think we are all artists and we can all make art. And, it's our journey to make art. We should make art. So,
Absolutely. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. If you look out your window, you
Yeah.
can see art on street signs. The street sign itself is art. The street is art. The sidewalk's art. I mean, everything is art.
Everything is art. Yes.
And it makes me feel better if you're doing an art project, or even if you're looking at a piece of art, and you don't know that person, you want to get to know that person so they do it in a different way too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Does anybody else have any questions? I was going to ask her real quickly. One thing that you would like to do, and because of COVID or just because we have so much time, something that you'd like to do, a class that you'd like to take that you've never done, like learn how to play the violin or learn how to blow glass, or what would you like to do that you don't know how to do?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
Your bucket list.
Well, I would love to learn to play the violin, and I've actually fiddled around. Because I do this this music camp called River Tunes, and they actually had it online this year, which was fabulous. But I would like to explore. I did some stamps in an art journal class. Whoops, let me stop this. I did some stamps in an art journaling class. I learned to carve stamps, and I would like to learn about woodcuts and more about like carving stamps. I'm trying to see if I gotta find my stamp. See, this is the thing this is all my art items are in here, all my paints and all kinds of stuff like that. And so,
yeah, it looks kind of like your bag, Annie, with all of your beads and stuff. Remember that? I'm trying to get these guys to put their artwork in a corner instead of all over the table. When we were at site was like crazy. So I always made it so there's a table on the end that they can put their stuff so that they could actually use the table for their art.
right, exactly. And that's what you need to do for sure. And I like the reason why I got that bag was because I went to this art journaling class. I was in it for 3 years, and I would walk. It was near my house. I would walk with all my art supplies. So because my art supplies didn't stay at her studio,
Right.
you had to bring.
I lost you.
She gave a list, and you had to bring your stuff with you. But so what I was talking about earlier.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Stamp, and I carved that stamp. It's made out of this
Lino?
no, it's not lino. It's actually it's rubber. See how it
Oh,
bends?
right, yeah.
They sell this. It's almost like that's almost like that pink eraser material.
Yeah.
Material.
Oh, I like
You
it.
can sell it in blue and in pink, but I have to tell you, the pink is much better. The blue is kind of crumbly.
Uh-huh.
There's another one. It's a
Oh, I
leaf.
saw that. Yeah, in your
Yeah.
journal. I like that one.
So, and I use these. So I might make a background, and then I might take some ink, different kinds of ink, and stamp these into the background to start a piece. And so, yeah, I would like to learn more about, I would like to do different stuff, because these are all, actually my son carved this when he was 9,
Wow.
and he didn't like it at all. He thought it was ugly, and I use it all the time. I like it.
It's a good background kind of, yeah.
It is.
for
It
your-
is.
for your
And
mix.
so linoleum cuts, which is linoleum's a harder material, so
Yes,
you have to have
yeah.
different tools. But I would like to do more of that kind of thing.
Awesome.
Just learn more
Yeah.
about that.
Because you have to carve,
And
you have to carve around the thing that you want to leave, right? You want to, you
well,
carve,
yeah, and that's I want to show you something if it's up there on my mantle. So I carved something and it says art saves lives. And when I first carved it, I carved it where it said art saves lives. Well, what do you think happens when you carve something that has letters in it? What do you think happens? Does anybody know what happens?
Robin.
Okay,
I
well,
can't
I'm
hear,
going to tell you.
but I think she was trying to tell us, but you have to unmute yourself. Anyway.
How did I get
Okay,
muted?
well, what happened?
When you do it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that. I didn't hear that.
I don't,
Letters.
Hold on, honey, my thing keeps muting.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What did was he answering the question? Robin?
Repeat the
Yeah.
question, honey.
Oh, I just said, what do
Richard.
you think happens
Yeah.
if you make a stamp, okay, of something, and
Yeah.
and you write
Right.
letters like your name. Let's just say your name. What do you think happens when you stamp it? If you just make your name be your name, what do you think happens?
It
And
prints.
you stamp it, it will fade.
That's one answer.
The color will fade.
Well, that would depend, but I'll tell you what happens is it's backwards. So if you write your name in a normal way, it's backwards if you stamp it, okay?
Oh, okay.
So-
Oh, okay. Now, yeah, it'll face the other direction.
Yeah.
Yes. And so like for me, like if I'm going to make a stamp of my name is Mary. Well, so backwards my name is Uram. So I would have to put Uram, but not only do I put Uram, okay? But the R has to be backwards. Everything has to be backwards. So the way that I do it is I go to the mirror and I write my name. I write my name on something and then I go to the mirror and I show it to myself in the mirror and then I have to superimpose it onto something else so that I can carve the stamp. And then when I use the stamp onto something, then my name will come out correctly.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing, but you
Yeah.
know, I had to learn it, and I don't know where that stamp is. Oh, I see it. Wait, hold on. So this
Hey,
is
Virginia.
this.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome. Yeah.
Saves lives.
Art saves lives.
That would be beautiful if we could have put that across like at our program, Virginia. That would look nice
Yeah. Do
on the outside of the building.
maybe we could do a mural when we get back. Maybe we could get Mary to come out and help us with that.
I would be totally
Yeah,
into
that
that.
would be fun.
Yes,
That'd be
Annie.
totally nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Annie's got a. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
So this is backwards. You guys are seeing this backwards, right?
No, it's right.
Okay, so you're seeing it right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm seeing it backwards, and the magic of Zoom. I don't know. But anyway, so I made this one. I made this one, and I stamped it, and it was all backwards. What I made was backwards.
No.
So I had to make another one that says, Tra, Zavas, Saville, and then it worked. So, and I don't know where that.
Hold
It's,
on.
it's here
like
somewhere.
a stamp with my name on it. But guess what?
What?
It was facing the wrong way.
Yes, it was backwards.
Yeah,
Annie, Annie's got something to show you.
I see it. It's beautiful. I love that. That's
It's
awesome.
very nice meeting you, Mary, and I
somebody's cutting out.
Yeah, I think it was.
Ooh, Andy, I
Oh, look
like
at
that.
that.
Those buildings. That's
She-
beautiful.
You know what?
Nice.
I made something for her last week,
Over there.
but I
Nice.
can't find it.
I love that.
Hey, Mary, this is what I'm making for Valentine's Day for my
Oh,
nephew.
very nice. Nice. I love that. Very cool.
Hannah,
I didn't make any Valentines, but maybe I will because there's still time. Tomorrow. So is it tomorrow? No, Sunday, right?
Yeah,
I've got some
Sunday.
Christmas. I've got some Christmas cards I can send you.
It's a little early for that.
I made them and I never sent them. So this is what we did last week.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Remember this, Annie?
I love that.
With Annie's
Yeah, I
tall
did too.
buildings, I was telling Annie she should make some of these big old tall birds and stick them next to her big old tall plant.
That's nice.
This
Like it.
Yeah.
Thank.
Very, very cool.
We still got 8 minutes. I don't know if you want.
I
you
have
see,
one
I
one
made
thing,
this one,
Mary. I made
Bel-
two people.
Oh
Virginia,
wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, everybody wants to show your artwork.
I
their
love
artwork.
that. That's beautiful.
Who's
I
it?
love it.
Who's at the bottom?
That's Robin. That's Victoria.
Virginia.
I
Yeah.
like, and it has something that looks like a donut person there. And it's very interesting. I love that. You see what I'm talking about? That blue donut person?
Yes, Janet has a very peculiar sense of humor you would love, Mary.
I love it. I would like to visit. I would like to come visit these friends when it's safe.
Yes, absolutely.
here's my dog, Virginia.
That would be fine.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like
gosh,
a donut.
put your head. Oh
It's
my
a
gosh,
donut
look at,
person.
look at
And then
his cute.
you have like eyes.
You see it, Virginia?
They're so cute.
Yeah, those are great. I love it.
Cat and the dog.
I guess that's it. I'm
Oh,
like,
here's the
you know.
space I finished. Virginia, I did a space. Here's the space.
Oh, look. Yeah, she was doing the same thing.
Aliens.
Right, when we were drawing that. That's really, see, I like her spin on it. My spin's boring. That one's
Nice.
There's a spaceship with the cat and a dog in it.
It's true, yes. So I wrote a song about my dog Hank.
Oh, yes, we want to hear that.
Oh, you do? Okay, y'all
You've
sing
got-
you.
You've
A
got
little
6
song.
minutes.
Okay, first I'm going to show you my dog. I have 2 dogs now. I have
Okay.
Hank and I got a new dog named Gertie.
Oh, that's right.
And Hank,
Don't use my
let me
bath.
show you him. If I can turn this around.
Asshole, go lay home.
Okay, so
Richard, what are you doing?
see Hank, he's
Oh.
laying over there.
He's so cute.
There, Hank, there you
Looks
go.
like just like
There he is, and there's Gertie.
Oh,
Gertie's
look
black,
at
and
the
Hank is
doggy.
brown.
Look at them. They're so cute.
Gee.
cute.
So I wrote a song about Hank, and it's a ridiculous song, and I like it a lot because I like to be as ridiculous as possible when I can.
Yay.
And so it goes like this. I got a dog named Hank. He's so very tough, he's built like a tank. My dog named Hank. I got a dog named Hank. He doesn't have any pockets or money in the bank. My dog named Hank. Every day we go out into the yard and we look for snails, and it's not that hard to find them. Now there's one about Gertie. I got a dog named Gertie. I gave her a bath because she was very dirty. My dog named Gertie. And I've got a dog named Hank, and he doesn't have any pockets or money in the bank. My dog named Hank. Well, every day we go out into the yard and we look for butterflies, and you know it's not that hard to find them.
You're a good singer.
Thank you. That's
You're
just
a
fun.
good singer.
Bravo.
Oh, how funny.
Very, very good.
She's very talented.
My
We used to
dog.
sing in the
Yeah.
quad some crazy songs, but we
We
won't
used
go
to sing
there.
a lot, Verge. We sang all the time. It was very, very fun.
Oh my gosh, yes. I still sing, but not with everybody.
Well, we
In
need
my
to,
car.
well, you should do it. You should come over and we'll sing.
Oh, well, definitely.
Yes, it would be
6
good.
feet apart with our masks on. We'll have to put the mic inside our masks so you can hear each other.
Well, my friend James has come over twice and we've sang with our masks on in the front yard.
Oh, awesome.
And it works. It's not fabulous. It's not great, but it's what we have right now and how we have to keep each other
Exactly.
safe. So
Yeah.
but we've managed to do that, and it works when
Cool. Well, call me when you have another couple of hours to play music and I'll drive over.
I always have a couple of hours to play music. And here's the other thing is I have my private Zoom room that I can jam on
All
too.
right. Well, there you go.
Because I give guitar and ukulele lessons now.
Oh,
Zoom.
yes. So how do you go through that? What is that through? A private company, or you just did it yourself?
It's me. I am the private company. Mary Coat, the guitar and ukulele teacher.
So you just threw it out there and people said, oh, I want to do this?
No, it's very strange. I was working at a actually, no, I've been doing it now for 2 years. So I was working at a school in after school care, and I had a parent who had a child who wanted to learn how to play guitar. And she said to me one day, oh, Miss Canote, do you know anyone who teaches guitar? And I, just out of the blue, I don't know, the universe was talking to me or something. I said, I do. I teach guitar. So I started teaching guitar.
Oh, crazy.
That's kind of how it worked. And what's happened because of it is, you don't just teach magically.
No.
You have to have a lesson plan. So I've become a much better guitar player because I've had to go, okay, well, I'm going to teach Sam about, 12-bar blues. What's everything I know about 12-bar blues? So what I have to do is I have to go online and I have to, practice about, I have to practice new and different things all the time. I don't have a pick right now. But I have to practice new and different things all the time. And the same with ukulele. So what happened was, I just told this one woman that and I started teaching her son. And then she told a friend, and then I got another student. And recently she told another friend, and then I got another student. And then last night I got a call from somebody else who said, oh, Davida gave me your phone number. And my son is thinking about whether he wants to play the ukulele or
How
not.
funny.
I may have another student.
Awesome. So like 4 people, 3 people?
Right now I have 3. I did have 4. I had an older woman who was playing for a while and she decided to do other things, and that's okay. And she may come back. She's a friend of mine, and that's okay. But let's see. I have Sam, Aliana, and Carrie, and I did have Caro as well, but I don't have Caro anymore. But I may have another child. So
Hey, Janet, the timekeeper, what's the time?
We got 26 minutes, seconds.
20 seconds? Okay. So you guys say thank you to Mary while she does the blues, while she leaves or whatever.
I got the blues, Mary. Yeah.
hey, friends, it was wonderful meeting you all, and I hope that I can see you sometime in the future in real time in the
Absolutely.
world. I've enjoyed this greatly.
Thank you, Mary, for
Okay.
coming on.